In case you didn't know, one day you will die. And I want to show you why the job that you have that you hate is a waste of your life.
The young engineer fell victim to the Japanese phenomenon of karoshi, or death from overwork.
You are overworked, underpaid, and underappreciated. And if you feel like you are living life on repeat, going around Robin Hood's barn, only to end up out in the field, working like you are, I'm not going to say slave because I'm black. This video is going to be for you. Some of you all that are watching are going to be like, why should I watch you? Which is why I'm going to give you a little bit of social proof. Last year, I was able to start my channel from scratch, from 0 views in January. And I didn't take YouTube or content creation seriously. And at that time, I had 374 subscribers. And I had no idea what I was doing on YouTube. But I made a plan. And after I made that plan, I was able to scale and grow not only my channel to over 24,000 subscribers, I was able to start my business and grow this brand and make over $8,000 in less than 10 months. And I'm not here to talk about myself. I am here to help you. We're going to get off this cycle and a treadmill of not getting anywhere and feeling like we're about to die. I want you to go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Once you subscribe, push the little notification bell button down here, right there. I'll wait for you to hit it and make sure you hit all so that you can see my content. It encourages me to make more content like this. It encourages YouTube to actually show you my videos because sometimes they don't. I'm going to show you how you can change your whole life in 6 months, just like I did, with 3 amazing brand building, business building, and personal development tips that will take you to the next level. So let's get into the video and stop wasting time. The first tip that I'm going to get into is that you're going to have to sacrifice some things in your life. And what do I mean by sacrifice? I mean, you're going to have to give up some things that you maybe once loved doing that weren't good for you, that had no value for you. I'm going to get into some of those things right now. One of the primary things that you're going to have to sacrifice and give up is your phone. And I know that might be contrary to some other tips that I'm going to give you in this video. When I talk about giving up your phone, I mean giving up doom scrolling. Do you know what that is? It's when you have your phone and you're constantly swiping and consuming instead of creating value for someone else other than yourself. Sometimes you get super distracted and you're doom scrolling. You go on TikTok or Instagram or Facebook with one notion, only to find yourself 3 hours later still on your phone, doom scrolling, and you haven't created anything of value. So you're going to have to sacrifice your phone. Another sacrifice that you're going to have to make is sacrificing some of those so-called friends that you have or that you had. Spending time doing things that once were good but maybe don't serve you anymore. That was me. I gave up some of the time that I spent with some of my friends or some of my so-called friends that were actually associates in order to go ghost, in order for me to reach my goals. And although it was unfamiliar, it was uncomfortable, and sometimes it felt uncertain for me. 6 months later, here I am, very happy about going ghost. So that's why I say you're going to have to sacrifice some things. I have a saying, sometimes you have to give up in order to go up. And this takes me into my next tip. Where are you going? I have this to say, a dream without a goal is like a nightmare. If you daydream all the time about who you want to become, what do you want to do, the things that you want to accomplish, and you never set actionable goals for yourself, that same dream or that same vision can become a nightmare for you. And that's not what I want for you. It's very important for you to establish SMART goals. Not only SMART goals, goals with dates and with deadlines. Because if you don't set dates and deadlines for yourself, you'll end up back on your phones, doom scrolling, because you don't have a target timeline. I know this to be 100% true. I don't talk a lot about what I do on my 9 to 5, but I'm going to take the time to do it here and do it now. I work with a lot of executives on my 9 to 5 job that I've had over 30 years. I've led over 600 people multiple times over. I consider myself an executive coach because I manage a lot of executive leaders. And while I won't go into specifically what I do for a living because I can't yet, not until I retire, I will say this. Whenever I give tasks to my teams, I always give them a target and a timeline because I was them one time. And if someone didn't give me a target or a timeline, I did not execute the mission and I didn't meet the goal because I didn't have a sense of urgency. I didn't understand what was at stake. But with that 30 years of executive leadership experience, I've been able to use those same strategies and tactics that I use on my 9 to 5 job. I use those things in my day-to-day business as a conscious content creator. And I'm here to inspire you and show you how you can do it the same way. The very real truth about it is if you don't sacrifice your time and if you don't set real clear goals and visions with timelines associated with it, you will not be able to become the best version of yourself running the best business and brand that you could ever have imagined. Here is tip number 3. You can sacrifice all day long and set goals and visions and targets for yourself and your brand and your business. But if you never create yourself a system to win, you will fail. Without a plan, then you plan to fail. And a plan in itself won't get you there. A system is the thing that will take you over the finish line. A system is the primary thing that you generate, that you create and cultivate that will be able to get you to your target goal right on timeline. I love making systems because systems generate momentum. Systems make things very clear for me, and systems are going to make things clear for you. Once you set a system into place, a roadmap or a blueprint, it makes getting to your target timeline even easier and without burnout. And one way how you're going to get your time back and meet your goal by creating these systems is to reverse engineer what it is that you want to accomplish in the first place. If you can see the end from the beginning, then you will be able to reverse engineer your goal and the outcome right from the start. But it's going to require you to do some work. You're going to have to write down your goals, your dreams, your visions, your plan. You're going to have to use the resources around you to be able to create that system. And remember when I told you to put down the phone? This is a time where I'm telling you to actually pick it up. Because your phone is your primary weapon to creating yourself the income that you want, the outcome that you want, the business, the brand, the family, the life that you desire and deserve. It's all at your fingertips. My question is, have you been trained to use the tool that's right in your hand? And although the times are uncertain, with all the things that are going on in the world right now, I do believe that we are in another revolution, one that is bigger than the Industrial Revolution, the Renaissance time. We are in a time where we are able to take our time, talents, and treasures and engineer the life that we truly desire and deserve, all by the power of our phones, all by the power of technology. With things like AI right on your phones, you are able to engineer yourself a system of success right while sitting on your couch or sitting at the DMV or sitting and waiting for your next meeting to start. You will be able to work yourself out of a job and into your own business by utilizing the technology that you have on your phone. I use things like ChatGPT, OpenAI, Claude, and Gemini in order to build myself systems of success that will be able to retire me in the next 3 years. I don't know about you, but take out your phone right now. I want you to navigate through the App Store. I want you to start going on YouTube. YouTube University is a great way to learn anything. I learned how to build my channel and build my brand right here by using YouTube University. My question to you is, what do you use YouTube to research? How have you used ChatGPT? I call her Chatty Cathy. How have you used her to design the life that you desire and deserve? This year, I took my entire vision board. I took a picture of my vision board and I uploaded it to ChatGPT. I started to train my ChatGPT once I learned how to actually use my ChatGPT in ways that are not conventional, like most of you do. Most of you only use AI or ChatGPT as a tool to look things up instead of utilizing it as your own agent. It's about creating legacy and long-lasting passive income. You have to feed your AI in order for it to be able to feed you back the valuable information that you need in order to level up your entire life. I'm not going to talk about a lot of these tools right here in this video. There'll be more videos dropping about how I use AI, and you can too, in order to level up your life, your business, and your brand. This video is just to inspire you and motivate you so that you can stop thinking that just making videos is all there is, or so that you can stop believing that you have to work 5 jobs and work the life out of yourself in order to bring value to yourself and to your family. If you are ready to quit some of the side hustles that you've been doing, or all of the gigs that you've been giving your life away outside of your home, and you're ready to plant yourself into your own business, into your own brand, and build yourself a $1 billion potential, then I want you to make sure that you stay connected to me. If you're serious about taking yourself or your brand and your mindset to another level, then I want you to connect with me. I want you to link up with me for some coaching so that I can grab your hand and we can go on this journey together, because you don't have to do it alone. I'm Reva, your coach with the most. It's been a pleasure to serve you today, and make sure you catch this video next and this video so that you can continue to grow. Bye-bye.